The woman in the orange coat. The pedestrian tunnel under Route 287 had been there since the 1970s, a narrow concrete passage barely long enough for 10 steps, painted with old graffiti and stained by decades of leaking groundwater. Students used it every morning to walk from the neighborhood on the west side to Helena High School. It wasn't dangerous. Just cold, dim, and unpleasant. At least, that's what everyone believed until the first snowfall of 2011. The first student who claimed to see the woman was a sophomore named Ellie Harper. She said she noticed someone standing halfway inside the tunnel, a woman wearing a long, bright orange winter coat, the color so vivid it looked almost glowing in the morning gloom. Ellie waved, thinking it was a teacher or parent. The woman didn't move. Didn't nod. Didn't even shift her weight. Just stared at her with a blank face. Ellie hurried past, not wanting to make eye contact. When she looked back from the other end of the tunnel, the woman was still standing in the exact same position. 2 more students reported the same thing later that week, a woman in an orange coat, standing motionless at dawn, staring at anyone who walked by. When the school notified the town office, the city sent an inspector to check it out. He found no footprints. No disturbed snow. No lingering person. And nothing caught on the old black and white security camera. He wrote it off as kids exaggerating. But the kids insisted she was real. For days later, on a bitterly cold morning, a terrified 16-year-old named Michael Simmons called 911 at 7:08 a.m. The call transcript became local legend. "Michael, she's here again. The lady in the orange coat. Operator, is she threatening you?" Michael, no, she's floating. She's not standing, her feet aren't touching the ground. Operator, are you sure? Michael, she's looking right at me, please hurry. When officers arrived 4 minutes later, the tunnel was empty. But something unusual was there, wet hand streaks on both walls, running the full length of the tunnel, as if someone had dragged soaking hands along the concrete. The streaks were fresh, dripping. There was no water source nearby. The town upgraded the camera system immediately. The new motion-sensing cameras were installed on December 3rd. For 2 nights, nothing happened. Then at 3:12 a.m. on December 5th, the camera in the center of the tunnel captured a single frame, just one. In that frame, the woman in the orange coat stood directly in front of the lens. Face pale. Head tilted at an unnatural angle. Hair soaked, dripping onto the floor. Eyes completely white. Mouth slightly open, as if whispering. Her coat looked heavier than before, like it had absorbed gallons of water. She did not appear in the frames before or after. 1 frame, then gone. The technician who reviewed the footage later refused to work alone. 10 days later, on December 15th, a 42-year-old office worker named Patrick Greer left his house early and texted his wife, "Going through tunnel. Ice everywhere. Be home for dinner." He never came home. Traffic cameras confirmed he reached the tunnel entrance at 6:27 a.m. He walked inside. There is no footage of him leaving. Search and rescue teams combed the creek, nearby woods, drainage pipes, everything. No clothing, no footprints, no signs of a fall, no blood. Just silence. On the 3rd day of searching, an officer found something in the exact center of the tunnel, a soaked orange winter coat, old and moldy, lying neatly folded as if placed with care. It was not Patrick's. His wife confirmed he didn't own anything like it. Lab tests revealed that the coat contained trace amounts of lake silt, the type found at the bottom of Lake Helena, 6 miles away. By January, the tunnel had become the center of endless speculation. Residents whispered. The woman drowned years ago. She's looking for her child. She chooses one person every winter. She hates the light. One old man told reporters that in the 1980s, before the tunnel was built, a car slid off the bridge during a storm and plunged into floodwater. A woman wearing an orange coat inside the car was never recovered. Her body was never found. And the car was pulled from the creek without a driver's side door. In February, the city sealed the tunnel permanently with steel plates. They claimed it was due to structural instability. No one believed that. Students now cross the road above ground. Some refuse to walk near the area at all. Residents say that on snowy nights, when the wind is still and the air feels heavy, you can stand near the sealed tunnel entrance and hear it, a soft, rhythmic knocking from behind the metal, followed by a woman's whisper, "Please, don't leave me alone."